Okay, sir, we are going live.
Yeah, sure, sir, sure. Yeah, sure, sir, sure.
We are live now, sir.
All right, just to confirm if I am clearly audible to all of you, can anyone just also confirm into the chat? You're audible, sir.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Control Alt Act. I hope all are doing well. So, first things first, I believe that most of you have already submitted your assignments on time. And if not, please make sure that you don't miss the upcoming ones. So, now before we invite the speaker and begin the lecture, I would like to tell you about the today's session. Today's session is going to be an exciting one. And as you know, the idea of the course is to use OSINT to track and expose miscreants. So today we'll be looking at how OSINT can be applied to social media accounts and how to find useful details about wrongdoers safely and responsibly. So let's invite today's speaker, Mr. DIPANSHU Prasad sir. He's a seasoned cybersecurity researcher and cybercrime investigator with extensive experience in corporate crime investigation. He's a three-time TED Talk speaker and guest faculty at IIT Kanpur. So let's invite him. Dipanshu sir, you can start.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Prachi, for introduction. Hi everyone. I hope you all have been doing absolutely well. So, you all have been aware of CSI, Cybersecure India, and Nikhil sir specifically, right? So, I'm sure that your experience would have been going incredibly amazing. So, recently, when CSI asked me to probably put up this small, quick, this session for next 1.5 hours, so I asked them about that, what this is all about, and what we will be covering, what all kind of an audience do we have. So I realized we are having a very mixed sort of an audience. Very lovely to see all of you here in YouTube chats. Right, I have already opened it somewhere. Absolutely excited to cover up what we will be covering today. Now, the topic, which is about open source intelligence. So, शायद आप लोगों ने already, अच्छा, all of us are. I'm pretty sure that we all understand Hindi very well, right? Still, we will ensure that the session is in English, right? But फिर भी, just we know that Hindi is quite expressive. We will keep chatting and we will keep texting. Let me know if in case wherever you face an issue, and we will keep taking questions at the end of the lesson, right?
Sir,
Yeah.
Hindi, no Hindi, sir.
No Hindi? Okay, no worries at all. Absolutely fine, right? No, that's absolutely fine. Thanks. All right, perfect. So let's do one thing. Let's begin with the screen sharing. Let's see that if in case what all do we have to cover today. Okay, just a second. I hope my
Dipanshu,
yeah. Let's see that if in case what all do we have to cover. Just someone was saying something. Okay, all right. Just a second.
Hi, Dipanshu. Prathamesh here.
Yeah,
The audience is from international, from any of the world. So that's the reason we are continuing with the English language only.
100%.
Okay.
Absolutely fine. Thanks, Prathamesh. All right.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Go
Okay,
ahead.
good enough, guys. So now let's jump to CSI PPT. Although everyone, I'm not into someone who is very much, very much good to go with PPTs and all. I feel that PPTs are always boring. But since they have requested me to show, so okay, we'll initially go with the PPTs itself, and then we will eventually proceed further. All right. Now, right now, what we will be covering overall is open source intelligence, how to leverage OSINT and crime investigation all together. So just to know and just to give you a small brief about me, I have been based here in New Delhi, India, and I do usually corporate crime investigations or sometimes server analysis, and I leverage open source intelligence to script trace back, right, or to do suspect profiling. Now, let's suppose that if someone has been troubling you and you want to find out everything, 360-degree profiling around him, that's what we try to often do. All right. We are running up a company, and that's how we have been proceeding further. I got in touch with CSI, and since then we will be making sure that this lesson today will give you a lot of insights on open source intelligence and how to leverage it against a lot of social media profiles. But before to begin anything like that, what all do we require ourselves to ensure that our digital footprints are not leaving behind on internet while you are doing investigation? Fair enough, right? Because see, so understand this. Now let's suppose in certain cases what might have happened, you are investigating on someone's profile, right? And now whenever you go on someone's LinkedIn, let's suppose I check on my LinkedIn right now, right? I open my LinkedIn, I go to my notifications. Now in these notifications itself, I will be having somewhere that Sagar Joshi and 7 other people viewed my profile. Now this is a digital footprint of Sagar or other 7 people. If I open here, that who all have been stalking me right up front, right? Aryan Mathur, Raman Jagtap, Rai, Satyam Raj, whosoever it would be, right? So I keep getting an alert. Now, this is quite important because all of these things can also alert the suspect, right? Or the victim, sorry, or the attacker you are trying to investigate about, right? So it's very simple that if in case whenever we begin our investigations in open source intelligence, the very first principle which we have to remember is that we are not using anything which belongs to us. All right, we need to create a sock puppet account. All right, so what I am doing is, regardless, we do have a PPT also, but still we will be having this part. Just a second. Okay, every hacker has its notepad version, right? So we'll proceed further with here, module open source intelligence and investigations, leveraging on that basis. All right, I do have the content ready, but we will go as per the audience choice, whatever you would like to learn, and accordingly. All right. Okay, now very first thing, when we talk about open source intelligence, what all data can we fetch from someone's profile? It can be name, it can be address, it can be PAN and Aadhaar, or any sensitive data, or what we call PII data, personal information data, right? PII data. What all can we get? Can we get its relationship status, right? Social media profiles. This is all something which is possible from open source intelligence. Date of birth, right? Then what else can we get? We may able to get just a second. Yeah. So what all we can get: date of birth, name, address, PAN, Aadhaar. Then we can get the family relations also, right? We can get around email IDs and the database breaches, right? What if in case their account might have been breached somewhere and we need to find out their data accordingly? Yeah, phone number, absolutely. Phone number is also something very important, and we can use that also. Location, absolutely. Location, GPS data, right? All right. Can we also count something like device information, device details? What kind of device are they using? Whether it is an Android, whether it is an iOS, and something all of like that part, right? Device details also quite important. Pictures, absolutely. These all things, absolutely everyone. Yes, sabka. All of these things have a digital footprint upfront lying somewhere on internet, right? For anyone, it can even be something like travel history also, right? Where this particular person might have traveled, right? Like where his likes and dislikes also, right? Yes, sari cheez hai. All of these information we can identify just from someone's overall, if in case we have only one detail over there, there can be something called as corporate OSINT also, right? Corporate OSINT, right? We can of course get gender and age. That is something different. Now, anyways, this is all what we have in open source intelligence, what all we can try to cover up. All right. Now, overall, work experience is also there. Yeah, absolutely. Education is there. Work experience is there. 100%. Right. Okay. Chalo. Now, for now, this is enough. Otherwise, this can keep going on. You may say IP, MAC addresses. That is also fine right now. But before we begin and we dive deeper into OSINT investigations, we have to also understand a couple of more important facts. First thing, not leaving my digital footprints behind. All right, my digital footprints behind. Another part which we have to ensure is that open source intelligence, what it is about. Open source intelligence is everything when we talk about websites and social media, images, videos, and metadata, news, forums, and leaks, government records, and code repositories. Now, sir, how does code repository sound in open source intelligence? Well, let's suppose if you are a developer, right? And while you hosted a phishing website, for some reason and somewhere in source code in your GitHub or in a code, you might have entered your email ID. All right. But now, since you are someone who has hosted a phishing website and I am investigating your website, just within that source code, I will be able to find out your email ID also, right? Or any such sort of a data point which I can use for investigating further. Now, that is something whatever can be covered overall under your public domain, right? And which is available publicly without any restrictions. Yeah, there can be a paywall for sure. People at certain point of time, they can 100% ask you that, okay, Dipanshu, can I also call any such site or any website data as OSINT if in case they are asking me to pay something? Well, if that is the case, that can also be done, right? That can also be done. But now what we need to do, let's understand. In that case, OSINT has a couple of major important principles. Publicly available data, fair enough. But then the data should also be affordable. All right, very, very much important. Affordable, not in a way that probably it is charging you $100K, $200K for finding out information. Maximum it should charge you, let's suppose $1, couple of cents, $2, $3, that's all. Right, so the data has to be affordable, and then only we can say that it has been considered under open source intelligence. All right, so that is another part, public data. All right, now let's proceed further and let's go deeper into the case study of open source intelligence overall. Now, what we do when we say OSINT investigation process is a very step-by-step guide. All right, the very first thing, whenever we do investigations as such in open source intelligence, let's have a look. First thing, define the investigation scope. What kind of a person, what kind of a company, what kind of a website you are investigating around? Because if you are investigating a company, the approach for doing that investigation would be different. If you are doing if you are doing investigation against a person, then the approach would be slightly different. If you are doing an investigation around a website, then it has to be completely different. All right. Then identify relevant OSINT sources. Now, let's suppose if you are investigating against a person, which we will be also doing here today. All right. We will take someone and then we will be able to see. Now, over here, what we will be trying to do, in relevant OSINT sources, we can go, let's suppose I identified someone, Chantre, right? Or security seeker or any one of you. Now, what I do, I probably try to identify that what are your social media profiles? What is your email ID? What can be your phone number and everything around that, right? If I am able to find out that, then means that my approach has been defined. Then using OSINT tools and techniques, I can use Google Dorking, I can use your Whois lookups, I can use business intelligence platforms and everything like that. All right. Data analysis and cross validation, something again very important. Now, guys, understand, whenever we say open source intelligence, you have to understand that in OSINT, we talk about two kinds of data: formal structure and informal structure. Formal structure is something which can be, let's suppose, legal and admissible in the court. All right, where let's suppose that you are talking to someone and that just says that what is the proof behind it, and then formal structure is something which is in itself a proof. Let's suppose you identified someone's mobile number from a publicly available but a government sanctioned or government authorized publicly phone directory, right? A government authorized phone directory. Now, if you are able to identify the phone number and if you are able to map it with the right individual, then in that case, it is a formal structure. But let's suppose in the cases of informal structure, you are talking about database breaches, right? Which if in case you go to the court and you say that, okay, I identified this data in a database breach. So the court will put you behind the bar. Why? Because you as a citizen or as a white hat hacker have breached the code of conduct. Why? Because you are storing the database breaches. So that is again violation of law. Now that is why in open source intelligence we say cross validation is extremely important. Extremely important. All right, I have been enforcing on this. Why? Because if in case you are able to get one data from one source, it is very much important to cross verify it from somewhere else. All right, that is why it is very much important. Okay, now let's proceed further and let's see what all do we have today and to cover up today's lesson. All right, now I will be going with understanding of sock puppet account creations. Okay, what all you simply have to do, I just have the one request. You all can keep noting down your questions so that we can end up this lesson, let's suppose in next 1 hour or 45-50 minutes, and then we all can have your questions itself, right? So Q&A can also help us to understand the entire audience better. Now what we will be gonna do, we will be creating a sock puppet account. Now what is a sock puppet account, Dipanshu sir? Now in sock puppet accounts, these are, we can say, mule accounts or fake digital identities. All right, why? Because you have to ensure that wherever you sign up, wherever you do an investigation or whatever OSINT you do on anyone, it is very much important to preserve you, to safeguard yourself. ऐसा ना हो, like unintentionally it might can happen that probably, let's suppose you were investigating someone and you left your digital footprint behind and now the guy is on alert and then he has started blocking you. Now that is the issue then, right? That is why we require a mule account or a fake digital identity which can be created. But whenever we create a fake identity, we also have to ensure one thing, 110%. What is that? That we are not violating anyone's law or anyone's personal account. What does that refers to? In this case, there is something called as impersonation fraud. So it should not happen that in the verge of creating a fake digital profile, you may start copying someone's actual Instagram account or someone's actual LinkedIn account. It should not go that if you created one fake account with the name of DIPANSHU Kumar and then you put my profile picture over there, you put my email ID over there, and you put my work experience there. Because why? Because in that scenario, I can file a case against you and then the police may have to investigate and you will be behind the bars. Fair enough. Now, that is why we will have something very important here. All right. What is that? We will be using something which is all of you are at this point of time might have heard about, artificial intelligence. Simple. Artificial intelligence to help us create one of the most look-alike sock puppet account. All right. Which can be your secondary digital identity. Like if I am having my account on DIPANSHU PARASHAR on Instagram, it can be something else on Instagram with a different name, with a different profile picture, with different videos, with different images, and with an entire different family, all created using AI. Absolutely AI. So today we will be understanding that part in very much detail. Now, what all do we need for sock puppet accounts? All right, let's understand that. The very first thing, name, right? Age, gender, all of that part. Then the location, right? Then the phone number, absolutely. Then an email ID, absolutely, right? This is basic part. What else do we need post this? Then we need to assign an identity to this guy. Identity as in, we need to give him a profile picture, 110%, right? Profile picture plus images plus videos, very important. And then finally, social media accounts. Fair enough, right? Now, this is what we're gonna do. Now let's have a look how we can do that. For this part, what we will be doing, have a look. Legal and ethical considerations. This is something, it's something like, just a second. Yeah, this is something, documents and validation, state updated, secure tools, cross-check sources. This is something which I've already covered, right? You can have a look on it further. Sock puppet accounts or open source intelligence. So digital identity is required for doing an intelligence gathering, infiltration, connections, and anonymous monitoring. All right, we will come back to that one by one. Now let's have a look. Fake name ID generator. Now this is something which is very, very, very crucial. All right. Okay. Now over here, we will be using this site called as foxid.com. Very important site because this is something which you can actually utilize, right, for digital live, creating a fake digital profile entirely. So what I can do, I go to foxid.com, right? FAUXID. What is that? FAUXID.com. FAUXID.com. All right. Foxid.com. Okay. Now, over here, let's proceed further. So what I do, I put up a gender as male. I put up a random age of 18 to 24. All right. Or can I keep it to 25 to 34? I keep it India only, an Indian guy, a very random state. And then I click on generate. All right. And now let me get some near the Sirish Prasoon Prasad. All right. So what I can do, Sirish Prasad is something which I can keep, right? Or I can generate a couple of more names. Arpit Seth sounds like a good name, right? Arpit Seth. It's an Indian name. All right. So Arpit Seth is my name now. All right. What else do we have? We have got an address also, right? This would be an address, and this is all completely fake. All right. This is nothing true. And that is why we are not breaching someone's privacy. And remember what I did. I put the age of 25 to 34, right? That is why my age right now is 32 years, 3 weeks, 5 days old, and this is my date of birth. So I have got my date of birth. I have got a height which is 5'6", weight, eye color green. No one has an eye color green, so that can be discarded. Hair color gray, male, Asian, and something like that, right? So I can change this, let's suppose, as per my choice. That is something which is in my hand. Fair enough, right? Now, what I will be doing in this scenario, I will be utilizing this information to create a fake profile, right? A sock puppet account for doing investigation later on. Not only that, it even gives me an educational background, right? Which kind of in college I can show that I have gone to Montana Bible College. This is my associate degree, is my education level. Now, why this particular foxid.com is important? Because whenever you create a sock puppet account, it is very much important to note that your accounts, your digital profiles should have a uniform or same information everywhere, right? You cannot do that on one of your Facebook profile. You have posted a different picture or a different educational credentials, and on LinkedIn you might have shown something else, right? That is why in this scenario we will be posting a very uniform information. So Arpit said is my age. My age is 32 years. All right, and then let's suppose that I go to any big company, right? Let's suppose I work for Amazon. All right, Amazon marketplace. All right, fair enough. And this is something which is a very basic information which I am creating. And where I am based in? I am based in Hyderabad, India. All right, Hyderabad, India. All right, fair enough. Now, not only that, I also have my latitude and longitude locations also, right? So I can keep this latitude and longitude information alongside with me, right? Now, this is one part. This is something that, okay, sir, we have got a fake ID. Sorry, we have got a fake name. We have got a fake yes. And so far, guys, everything, right? We are not using what I would say, any other account. We are not impersonating it. We are going as per our pace normally. And that is why we are creating a sock puppet account. Now comes the another important part. Are we done with this part? Are we done with name, age, gender, location, phone number, email ID? Okay, right now we do not have an email ID. So in the email ID case, what I can do? In the email ID case, I can probably use my fake name ID generator. That is one thing. Now, just a second. AI generated profile pictures. Yeah, temporary email services. Now, yeah, if you don't know about all of this part, like temporary email services, let me explain you what it is about. All right. In the cases of temporary email services, what you can do, you all would have used temp mail, right? So you simply have to search for temp mail. Now, what is temp mail in this scenario? Wherever or whenever you create a LinkedIn account or a Facebook account or wherever it can be possible, you can enter this email ID to receive OTP codes and all, right? Like somewhere, let's suppose you are even creating a, somewhere, anywhere, wherever you feel, right? Over here, we also have tempnumber.org also to have temporary numbers also. right? Which is the secondary phone number, which you can select the country and you can actually make it absolutely possible, right? This may be a bit of available, like this is available on a premium basis, but that is also something secondary. I will also tell you a free version to do so. In email options, you have two things. First thing, tempmail.org, right? Another one, using a fake Gmail account. For an example, in my this part, Arpit age has been shown as August 19, 1993, right? Arpit Seth age is this one. So what email ID can I create? I can create Arpit Seth 1993 on the basis of his date of birth at gmail.com. Now this looks more real because in India, a lot of people usually do this scenario. All right. And template mail 110% it works, right? Aisa nahi hai that it doesn't work, right? It absolutely works. But in this scenario, you can have this also. And you can also use Proton mail also if it is required. All right. So that can also be done. All right. Now, anyways, now what I have done, I have got an email ID, I have got these details, and now I need a phone number. So phone number, what I can do, let's suppose in this scenario, what I can do, I can use a service called as textnow.com. All right. What you can do, you can come over here and just search for text now. This one, text now. Get free calling, texting, and wireless. All right, this part, text now. Now, if I click over here, you can download this as an application. This is available on Play Store. All right, you can click on download now. So it will be able to download your app, right? In this scenario, you can just scan this QR code to download this. Otherwise, what you can do, just go to Google Play Store and text now. All right, Play Store and text now. Now over here, if you click on this Google Play Store, this is an application which you require. Text now. All right. Text now, call plus text unlimited. Simple. But how does it provide you a phone number? Let me tell you. It does not provide you a calling number. Does not provide a calling number. All right. It provides you a number of different country, right? Let's suppose of USA, right? Which you can use to receive OTPs, right? To receive OTPs. Now, what does that refers to? In the case of OTPs, you can create a WhatsApp account, right? Enter this number, get OTP on this number in the app, enter OTP, WhatsApp account created, right? WhatsApp account created. As simple as that. Fair enough. Now, if in case the WhatsApp account has been created, now you can use it for text, you can use it for calls. As simple as that. Fair enough, right? So now this is something which is quite interesting and quite important, textnow.com. So far in Sock Puppet account, we have got a couple, the first thing absolutely sorted. Social media accounts can be created on these bases only. Now comes the very much important part that, okay, sir, this is fine. But now if I have to use Arpit and I have to create a real image out of this, what should I do in this scenario? So now I will be doing next step over there, where we are proceeding with second step, which is the assigning an image and a profile picture to this guy, right? For this, I'm gonna use two things. Artificial intelligence may also, I will be gonna using two things over here. First thing, ChatGPT, and then I will be using VO3, the Google VO3. All right, I will show you what it is about. Now over here, go to chatgpt.com. Right. Now I have to enter something. I can ask ChatGPT itself that, yeah, can you create me a fake, a fake profile of an Indian guy, which is of near about 24 to 35. All right. And he should be working in corporate and he should be dressed like a corporate guy, right? Something like that. So I can try to do that. So in this scenario, what I can do, let me ask, create me or nahi, give me, I need a passport size photo of an Indian guy somewhere aged around 32 in corporate suit, I need a passport size of an Indian corporate working guy, somewhere is around 32, wearing suits, right? Simple. All right, that is all. And now I can hit on enter. Now let it create a photo. All right, let ChatGPT do my work, right? Because now this is not even an impersonation. This is something which is absolutely not even a privacy of breach and all. This is something which we are using AI to leverage and creating a sock puppet account for us. So let's see if in case it is able to create an Indian man, corporate working guy, which is of near about age 32. Fair enough. So let's have a look, right? Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's wait for some time. It will not take much time, I guess so. Okay, it's getting generated. Just a second. Just a second. It will not take much time. Do we have it ready? And once this image has been generated, guys, then we can even generate his family photos also, right? We can even make him send to spend some sort of an vacations also. No, so Onkar, it's not very much important. Gemini would have done it faster. Absolutely fine. Absolutely. But I feel that both of these things are absolutely fine. In fact, we can even ask it Gemini also. Makes sense. Yeah, I am in fact having pro version of Gemini. Let me just check. And I can paste the same thing, right? Fair enough. Google Gemini, and I would post this up. Let's see. Because we need to have at least one account to be associated with this. Yeah, this also sounds fine. This also seems good, right? Because I can now have this passport size photo specifically, and this can work for me also. Just a second, I can have this image, and this is now my Arpit Seth, right? A very realistic Indian guy, Arpit Seth. That is fine, and this is the done. All right. Now what I can do? Drop image this file. I need this image. I need this man standing in front of Taj, standing in front of Taj Hotel Mumbai, Taj Hotel Mumbai, right? In front of Taj Hotel Mumbai. Vlogging. I need this man standing in front of Taj Hotel Mumbai, vlogging. Need an image of this man standing in front of Taj Hotel Mumbai, wearing casuals, and what else I can do? Wearing casuals, and image should be taken from a selfie perspective. All right. Now let's hit on enter, and let's see if in case Gemini can do that. It's really good. Okay, in fact, they have been trained on something similar model. Can you see? Like both of these images seems to be quite similar, right? Quite interesting. Right? So in fact, they have been trained on the same model. All okay. Okay, so now, okay, this is also fine. This is also fine. Fair enough. All right. Now what I can do, I can probably put my create videos with VO. All right. Okay, it's still generating. All right. Download full size. Okay, it's still generating. That's why probably. No worries. Right. What I am trying to do is I am trying to create up an videos or an images which can be, yeah, absolutely. Like we can absolutely give it a try on reverse Google image search or something like that, right? So that can also be done. Gemini is comparatively slower. That's why I was not using it, in fact. Right. And ChatGPT results are someone even, like more realistic. If you can closely observe, it has even added pimples and all, some sort of an areas where it can be shown as dull also, right? That's why. Right. Yeah, face tech can be done. Absolutely. Face tech is absolutely possible, right? Now over here, I may have this image also, and this guy's image is still not able to download. Okay, no worries. We'll come back to this part again. Let it get downloaded. It's absolutely fine. No, I don't feel Vignesh. I feel that this looks like actually a man, which can be on a further bit of editing. This doesn't look like more of an AI. Yeah, I am right now. We are just doing it with a couple of prompts, right? Fair enough, right? So even if in case it's all about the prompts which you play with, right? So now I am having this image. Fair. Now this image would be able to download. That's one thing. All right. I add it over here. I add under the tools, create videos with AI. Okay. All right. New chat. No thanks. All right, so I can add an image right now over here which we have generated right now. Okay, can I use this image because this seems like a better image. Now what I do, I paste this image here. Okay, add a photo. Can you do that? Desktop downloads and this image which is of Arpit. I need this man vlogging and vlogging and sharing his experience in Hindi about his visit in Taj Hotel, Mumbai. Moving and vlogging and sharing his experience and about his visit, make it look realistic, right? And I click on enter. Now, what is this gonna do? It will be utilizing, yeah, absolutely. The image qualities can be downgraded. There can be a lot of things which can be done, right? This is just something, guys, understand. We just started this at hardly 28, and within 7 minutes, we have an entire docs profile which can be used, right? So that is one part. This is not impersonating anyone. We have to understand, we are not trying to impersonate someone. We are leveraging AI just to ensure that if we are not leaving our digital footprints behind. So also, guys, understand one thing, it is very, very much crucial before you or me get into the trouble. OSINT or any such sort of an activity has a very, very thin line gap in crime investigation and being a criminal yourself. All right. And being a criminal yourself. Now, for an example, if you are utilizing this with an intention where you are solving up a case where you need to be, where you need, just a second. For all the people who are saying that text now is not available, you can use Genymotion or any such sort of times overall, right? So that can also be taken all. Like Genymotion is an emulator for Google and all, like BlueStacks and all. So you can even do it over there. You have to find out ways, everyone, right? Cybersecurity is not about spoon feeding at any point of time, right? You may have to identify, you may have to do a little bit of research, and you may get something really, really impressive in front of you once you are doing all of this research part. Now have a look. We are having an image also ready. We are having a video also ready now, right? So let's see if in case we can have a look on this. Let's have a look, right? Let me download this video itself and let me open this image. All right. Now this is Arpit Seth, who has visited, who is working in Amazon right now. His age is 32, which resembles to him, right? Yeah, this particular image right now or this video right now may look like a bit of AI generated, but as per the prompts which we can keep on adding and enhancing, these things can be taken care of, right? And now what I do, right? So this is something what we recently did, right? क्या किया हमने अभी? Acha, you guys would not have heard about the audio itself. No worries at all. But the point is that we are able to generate this entirely with this guy speaking over there, right? Just a second. Okay, right. So this is something which we will be able to do overall in terms of creating up a sock puppet account overall. Right. This is something that is just a basic part of open source intelligence which we are trying to do right now. All right. That is a very, very, very basic part. All right. Now, what if in case, sir, that I have been investigating something like this, then what can be done? Right. In those cases, we can use deepware.ai, right? That is something which is also the part of identifying fake news, identifying fake information which is getting circulated across internet, right? So over there, deepware.ai is something which we will be using to identify fake fake images or videos overall which are generated, right? Or using AI, right? Deepware.ai. We can also use face check ID. That is also something which we will use right now. Let's have a look. So over here, I've also added into the PPTs here. right? Temporary email services, that one part. But over here, when we are identifying the fake news and all, you can check the AI manipulated media by using DeepWare AI scanner and V-Verify plugin. I'll show you all of these things, right? DeepWare.ai, right? Scan and detect deepfake videos. Now what I can do, I click on go to scanner. Oh, just a second. What happened? Reload. Not working. Scanner.deepware.ai. It should be working. Scanner deepware AI. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Now this can take some time. This will be 110% taking some time. But I will be able to also show you some more interesting things over here. Right. Although this is an image which will be 100%, it will be uploading and it will be taking some time to scan overall. Right. So that is something else. It will take some time to analyze and overall. But right now, scan failed. Okay. Probably because of our internet speed or something like that. Let's see why it failed. Okay, no worries at all. I will also show you some more interesting thing right now. Meanwhile, the scanner part will be working. We can get back to this also. Otherwise, it will waste us a lot of time. The point is, there is something called as in OSINT or in soft puppet account creation. What I have seen investigators or even the criminals have been doing, they are using something called as Hagen, right? For creating real accounts or videos, right? Based on AI itself, but based out of real images, based out of real persons, right? Real people. Now, for an example, what Hagen usually does is it's a more like of an AI based video generator, which generates an entire video very easily of anyone. So, for an example, let me show you something over here, right? If I go to my downloads, I would be having it somewhere here itself, Indocent scam or something like that. No, see, in fact, this video is also in fact AI generated, which I generated a couple of days back, right? I tried showing that how Albert Einstein has visited Mumbai slums, and then he is, representing disappointment of being in slum areas. Now, this is also completely AI, of course, right? And this was also done not using VO3, but using Runway ML and what I would say, using Runway ML and Minimax.io, right? So there are a lot of other websites which you can refer to. That is something completely up to your choice. But the point is that this is quite serious, and people or the scammers have already been doing this. All right. So in that scenarios, what usually can be done, face check ID, right? Facecheck.id. That is another site which you can use to identify a couple of things. Facecheck.id. All right. So what I can do, I can browse someone's image over here, right? कोई सी भी एक image. If I may have someone, I am having my team member's image over here. I click on this, right? And now what I do, I search internet by face. This is my team member. All right. His name is Sagar. Now what I do, I click on search internet by face. I click on I understand, agree and search, facecheck.id, agree and search. And now slide the place here. Yeah. And now it will be taking some time, not much, but it will be looking forward and it will be trying to identify a lot of things over here, right? So just a getting. Guys, I will go slow. I will go slow. Don't worry. All right. Now over here, guys, if you closely observe, this is also what open source intelligence is about. All right. Now let me tell you what we are trying to do over here. Let's suppose you are trying to identify some scammer. All right. You are trying to identify a scammer, or you have recorded someone's image, right? Right. And now you have to identify it. So there can be two things. There can be, let's suppose, your Google reverse image search also, right? Google reverse image search. So we can do one thing. Let's upload Sagar's image, right? The image which I uploaded on Google also. All right, on Google also. So let's have a look. Google.com or anything, just normal. I just go to the search by image, upload a file. And now let me upload my team member profile here also, just to check that if in case I'm able to identify any scammers information or something like that. So over here, I'm able to get Sagar Kanogia, CEO of my company itself. He's my teammate. Now, as soon as I hit on enter over here, I will be redirected to LinkedIn post itself. All right. So this is one thing. But if you closely observe here, all right, I believe a lot of you have been sending me the request. That's fine. Right. If you have been doing this part, that is one part. All right. This is what I have done. Google reverse image search to give me the exact result. To give me the exact result of Sagar Kanogia. Right? Of Sagar Kanogia. As simple as that. Right. Or of same image which has been uploaded. Exact result. But facecheck.id, what it is doing? It is checking entire internet and finding similar images based on the image you have uploaded. Now, this is very, very crucial. Why? Because it can actually give you a lot more other information. I am having github.com, right? And I am having his Facebook profile, right? Now, one important part. If I click over here, what it will go? It will show me that I have to buy this. But who gonna buy? Otherwise, you are not a cybersecurity guy if you have to buy it. Fair enough, right? So in this case, what we can do? We can do nothing. We can do simply Control-Shift-4. I can change this. I can try to copy this. That's all. Command C. I come back on Google again and let us search image by image if we are able to identify some more things over here or not. Right? Let's go to desktop. This is screenshot. Let's click on open. If in case the image has been uploaded rightly, because of course it would take us some time, or can we do open image in new tab? No, it's not working. Control-Shift-4, LinkedIn. Can I upload this image? If I can, Command C, Command V. Just a second. What happened? Command V. Yeah. Now over here, I am able to get his Twitter profile also. So from just one image which I was having of Sagar, I was able to find his LinkedIn ID. From LinkedIn ID, I was able to find his name. That is fine. I can also search from name, but using FaceCheck ID, I got couple of more images. All right, couple of more images. And from these couple of images, I am able to get his Twitter account also. Right? Twitter account also. Fair enough. Right? So this is all something what we are usually trying to do. Right? See, exact matches this one 2 months ago, and now I'm having his Twitter profile also with me. He has been following me. Now I got his website also. Right? All of this part. I can see his followers list also, 9 followers, who all people have been following them. Right? 20 following, who they have been following to. Right? So this is all something which usually we will try to do overall in open source intelligence. That is one part of it. Right? अभी हमने क्या किया है? We have just created a sock puppet account. We use Fox ID for the names and all. We did a lot of other things also. And then now we will be trying to scan through multiple details, whatever we are getting overall. All right? No, it's not poor Sagar lol. Sagar has been doing absolutely fine. Yes, सबके साथ. This will be going with everyone. All right. I am using ChatGPT. No, I'm not even using ChatGPT Premium. For now, whatever I have used, it was completely free, except the Gemini, which also gives you a free option to create the videos also. So that is fine. All right. Okay, Ahmed. I will do so. Right. I will share it with the CSI team itself. The entire PPT has been already shared. They can get back to you. All right. Okay. Now let's take someone's profile and now let's do one thing. Let's go deeper into open source intelligence. All right. Fake news and all is something. Otherwise, this session will become quite. You can get from in fact, Gemini Pro also you guys can get it from students. I have bought it from monthly subscription basis. For some reason, it does give me the privilege to search better. But overall, you all can also even get it. If in case you are a student, you can use your .edu IDs for getting it for free, right? Okay, now let's proceed further and let's go deeper into suspect profiling and what I would say, OSINT on a person. So who from you, typically from India, let's suppose, can give me their Gmail IDs? We will not hack you. Don't worry at all. We will not try hacking you for sure, right? But anyone who would like to give me probably their Gmail IDs also, they can mention it even into the YouTube chat. I have it open in my mobile phone also. Anyone? Anushri or whosoever, like a couple of Indian names. Swati is there. Okay, Swati. Varsha is there. All right. Acha, Varsha is from the team itself. Sorry. Yeah, but anyone over there probably who can give me like an alternative? It is Ashish Mishra. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, no worries. Let's take any of the example. Okay, so anyone, whosoever of from you can give me their Gmail ID probably. Himanshu, can you give it? You can post it into the YouTube chat itself. I can take it over from I can take it from there. But let's right now. We are trying to search out from email itself. All right, we are trying to look out from email
So you
itself.
can
Let's
take
have a look.
my email ID.
Which one? Please go on.
Prachi Kasana, PRACHL KASANA 1209 1
1209
@gmail.com.
12091 at gmail.com. Is this so?
Yes, sir. Not 1, 1209.
1209. All right.
Yes,
Okay. Fair enough. So, Prachi, is this your primary email ID or this is like your any alternative email ID which you use?
primary email ID, sir.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So we just hope that probably if in case we have an email ID, guys, or we are having Prachi Kasana, her name also. So let's try to do what all can be done. We will not go much deeper wherever it can reveal any sort of an PII data, but whatever can be done in open source intelligence overall, right? So we can try to have a look on that also, right? So very first thing, we can also use Google Doc, right? So Prachi Kasana 1209 at gmail.com. Can we find something? Absolutely not. Fair enough. We don't have to do anything, right? 1209. No, okay. No, nothing at all. Fair enough. No worries at all. Now, guys, understand one thing. In email open source intelligence, it's quite crucial, and I will in fact cover only email OSINT majorly today, right? Because that is something which will give you a lot of fun. Okay, now have a look. In this scenario, whenever we talk about Gmail accounts, every Gmail account. Now, even if in case Prachi is having 10 of Gmail accounts, she would be having 10 GAIA IDs associated with these accounts. Now, what is that? GAIA ID, Google Administrative Accounts ID, something like that. GAIA ID. It is a numeric number assigned to each email, assigned to each Gmail. And this particular GAIA ID is responsible for all your Google apps, right? For an example, YouTube, Google Doc, right? Google Docs, your Google Maps, right? Your Google Earth, whatever it can be, Hangouts, right? Gmail, everything. Because this is the only one numeric number which is assigned with all of your, what I would say, all of your, apps which are hosted or which are owned by Google itself. Fair enough. Now what we have to do? We have to find this GAIA ID somehow. How we can do that? So for this, guys, we will be using a website called as EPIOS. All right. What is the website called as? EPIOS. Now, how you can search for EPIOS? EPIE. My bad. EPIOS. EPIEOS. All right. EPIOS. This one. The ultimate OSINT tool. Well, if you ask me, it is not the ultimate OSINT tool. Absolutely not. It is just something which is a very basic OSINT tool, but it does something which is very, very much crucial, which we're gonna have a look on. So what I do, I click on EPIOS. Let's go on EPIOS, epios.com. All right. This is also in my PPT also. All right. In my PPT also. So this is the website. Now what I do, I have Prachi's email ID. All right. And now I come back here and I click on search, right? And now click on items made from the material shown in the example below. Okay, I don't know that what all has been built from this image. Pick all things that can use to play music. This one, that's all I guess. Next, this one and this one. Verify. All right, now what EPIOS would be doing, EPIOS would be searching deeper into Prachi's profile, and we will try to identify whatever information can be possible. All right, so in this case, we are not able to identify much. No worries at all. That's fine. And I don't even know that if in case this particular profile ID is absolutely legit or not. But last date when she might have logged in or when she, probably would have made any activity using her Gmail account would be this one, 11th of September 2025, which is quite recent, just 3 days back, all right, when it has been recorded publicly. But over here, I get a GAIA ID in EPIOS. Prachi Kasana, I have her name from the account ID, and then I have the GAIA ID specifically. So what I do, I copy this GAIA ID, and then GAIA ID for Prachi is this part, right? This one. Fair enough, right? And now something very, very much important. All right. Yahan tak everyone is clear? Everyone is clear? Just drop me a yes and all. No, that is not her birth date, by the way, guys. This is just something. This is the last update, right? When probably anywhere in a public domain, she might have used her Gmail ID, which would have recorded publicly. And that is why we are able to see that, okay, this account is still active. All right. This is something clear. All right. Okay. Now what we're going to do? Now what we're going to do? Using this GIE ID, this is very interesting, guys. Have a look on. Just search for anything, any place, all right, any place specifically, like restaurants near me, coffee shop near me, anything, restaurant. So I am having Swagat family restaurant. Let's click anywhere. All right, you can do anything. You can do kitchen, furniture store, anywhere, whatever it is. All right, this part, kitchen, furniture store nearby. So what I have to do, I have to go somewhere on Google where there is some kind of a business page available over here. All right, जहां पर मुझे wherever I can see a business page. Now under this business page, go to review section. All right, under review section, where under review section, and open any of these people who might have uploaded any review, like Aditya Kumar, Gaurav Bajpai, Anush Tyagi, Akash Mishra. I can click on any of these things. Akash Mishra. Let's open Akash Mishra. All right. Now what I have to do? What I have done? Have a look. Search for any nearby place, go to review section, open any profile showing or dropped review, any profile who has entered any review. All right. Once it has been done, closely observe the get URL, the URL, and replace GAIA ID with the suspect GIE ID. All right. In this case, the suspect is Prachi, let's suppose. Now, this is what the GIE ID I'm having, right? Now, if you closely observe everyone, once I clicked on this Anuj profile, and when this particular profile, Akash Mishra's profile, got opened, if you closely observe in the particular URL itself, I am having this GAIA ID of Akash. Now, what I have to do, I have to replace it with, first of all, I can remove everything over here. And now I can replace it with Prachi's GIA ID. And then what I can do, I can hit on enter. Now what I will be able to get. If Prachi would have posted any reviews publicly, then I would have able to got it over here. Right? She hasn't posted anything, and that is why probably I feel that probably if in case either that is in fact a better news, because Prachi's account is comparatively not publicly available. All right. Now let me show any other profile also if there can be anything, right? Otherwise it will take us a lot of time. We may be able to 100% find across something around Prachi, but it will take us time. So what I can do rather than over here, I am having this email ID which I was trying today morning itself for a case. What was his email ID? Let me just check. His Gmail ID was. Am I not having it here? Just a second. Okay. Okay, no worries. I can even enter anyone else. Himanshu Bajaj 101 at gmail.com. Let me hit enter. That would be one of my friend who would have posted a couple of things. All right, that's why. Click on next. Next, verify. And now it should show me the GIE ID of Himanshu's profile. That is one part. All right. Which one? This one, GIE ID. I came back here. I paste this over here, the GIE ID over here. And then I even change everything and I click on enter. And Himanshu has posted reviews. Yeah, we can see Himanshu have posted 4 reviews over here. Ritesh Bhatia, cybersecurity. Then he is having Affinity Media. Then Ghost Tops Rishikesh. And then Chicky Tiffin Service probably. All right. Now, a year ago, Himanshu posted on Google, right? This is all open source intelligence, guys. Absolutely open source intelligence, right? Now, over here, Himanshu posted exactly with the GPS coordinates also. He posted somewhere over here, Chicky's Tiffin Service, veg and non-veg. So probably I knew that, okay, this particular guy, whosoever my suspect Gmail ID is, has been ordering food from this Chicky Tiffin Service. Then 3 years ago, he has visited to Go Stops Rishikesh, right, over here, right? So that is also something which we are having, right, in his case. So 3 years ago, he has stayed probably over here in Go Stops. 5 years ago, he might have attended a class from Ritesh Bhatia that is in cybersecurity, because Himanshu is my friend, so he's a very good in being in cybersecurity. He's there from a very longer time, right? So over here, he might have posted it in Mumbai. So 5 years ago, he would have been in Mumbai. So point is that using open source intelligence and just from a email ID, I might be able to get out a lot of accounts on that perspective. No, it's not a bug, guys. It's not a bug. Yeah, my location is visible. Absolutely, it's fine, guys. You would want to hop into Delhi, just come sometime. The point is that absolutely what you have to understand is that it would be very easy to dock someone or to identify someone's location also, right? Why? Because let's suppose if I enter someone's email account over here, Mahesh Kumar Prasanna. I don't remember if I searched for this guy. Mahesh Kumar Prasanna. Yeah, this email ID, Mahesh Kumar Pasam, right? Let me show you this. Mahesh Kumar Pasam at gmail.com. Now I will even show you something in fact interesting, guys. Have a look. Now in certain cases, what can happen? This would go here and this should go here. I'm not sure. Verify. Okay, please think all used to play music. All right. The only irritating part of this part is this one. That's all. Click on verify. And now I would be having Mahesh Kumar's GIE ID. But I will show you something interesting over here. Very first thing, that EPIOS also shows you that where all his particular email ID has been breached. All right. So using what does that breach basically refers to? I will come back to that. But have a look. Now I am having his image also. Have a look. Mahesh Kumar image also. The guy of associated with this Gmail ID. I am having his ID also. So what I do, I go to ID, I go to maps, I replace this ID over there, and then I simply remove everything later on. I click on enter, and now I'm having Mahesh Pasam over here. And I go to reviews and have a look. These all are the reviews he would have posted since last couple of years. Have a look. Everything. These all are the reviews. Have a look. Right? 6 years ago, a lot of other reviews. Now I am able to identify his likes. I'm able to see buffet is good. So at least I know 11 years ago he went to Sigri for having a buffet, right? Everything. Then even the recent one, for an example, have a look over here. Recently, this guy, Mahesh, probably would have got got treatment for pain relief, right? So now I know 4 months ago that he was even having pain also, right? And that's why he might have preferred to this clinic, right? Then same goes over here, 4 months ago. Then see, PPS Skoda Service Center somewhere over here, right? PPS Skoda Service Center over here. See this, how many reviews he has posted in a single region. Now at least I know because of this part that 110% this guy would be living somewhere in this area. Why? Because this is the area where he has posted the maximum reviews, or he would be working there. Now over here, good service for Skoda. Now at least even I know that he has been owning a Skoda. He owns a car which is a Skoda, which is a Skoda as a company, right? Volkswagen and all, right? All of those such kind of a company. So Skoda he has been owning, and he went it for getting a refurbishment or something like that done. Now interesting part. Is this all? Is this all? Can we say that? Is this all from a Gmail ID? Is this all? Absolutely no. No. All right. Why? Because if in case there are people who have uploaded or got their particular images synced with Google Photos, then if you go on photo section, you will be able to see all of the photos which have been uploaded by Mahesh Pasam. All right. I can have everything, whatever he might have uploaded. He would have visited this particular place, right? He would be probably, this would be probably his wife and his son. Can you see that? In June 2024 only, I am able to see now his wife and his son also. Then this is probably a bill which he might have taken, a bus ticket or something like that, right? This is probably his and his company, right? His and his company teammates and all, right? Now all these, this would be again his son or his daughter, right? All of this part. So basically, and this is Mahesh again, as we can check, right? So now the point is that Google Docking and EPIOS, specifically the email OSINT we are talking about, is something quite interesting which you all can look after, right? So that can be done. All right. Okay. Chalo. That is something which is interesting, which is fine, fair enough. Now we can take up a couple of questions also, and I can cover up one more interesting thing, and then we are good to go. Probably take a couple of more questions. See, guys, this session can go long and long. Open source intelligence has no boundary. Trust me, even if in case it's Prachi's Gmail account, I'm pretty sure that I may be able to identify a couple of things which can quite be something decent. So let's have a look, right? So let me just give me a second. Let me log in into one of my accounts so that I can show you the next practical also. All right, just give me a second. Just a second. Just 1 second. It will not take much time. Meanwhile, you can prepare up for your questions also if you may have. I'm just opening somewhere overall, right? That's why. Just a second. Okay, so I've logged in into one of my accounts, right? Where now we will be going further and we will be having another practical overall. All right, so let's have a look also. So, identifying personal accounts, scrapping and all, we are covering a lot of things. That's fine. That's fine. Now we can leave the PPT aside. We have covered much more than what PPT was covering. Anyways, just a second. Absolutely no, that's fine. Okay, now let's proceed further and let's see one more interesting things which can be covered overall. All right. Okay. So what does SOC means in SOC puppet account? A funny one to specialize in. Okay. Now there can be a lot of things, guys, right? So SOC puppet it's just something here just to I don't even know that what SOC would be meaning, but it's just a fake account which can be created for a digital identity. That's all. Now, anyways, guys, understand one thing overall, very much important. OSINT is very, very dangerous and it's very underrated. Very underrated. All right, and very dangerous. Why? Because if in case the same way I am able to identify Mahesh account across multiple different apps and IDs, this can be very, very much dangerous overall. Why? Because if I am also someone who is storing database breaches. Now, what is a database breach? Now, let's suppose you ordered something online from Amazon. All right. Now, you believe that your data is completely safe because you have never told your password to anyone. But what if in case a hacker hacks Amazon directly? Now, whatever your password, whatever your address, whatever your associated phone number was there in Amazon database has now been breached. Now the hacker knows directly your password also. So despite you believe that you are not sharing your password and you are absolutely safe, you have no digital other profiles also. Until unless that has been going, it's good. Otherwise, you are in very big trouble if in case your database has been breached. Why? Because then we are able to identify a lot of other things also, right? So that is what quite important overall. Okay. Now let's let's move further. Can we remove our footprint? It's very tough, very tough. Always remember, everyone, once you have done any activity online, there are 99% chances that it cannot be traced back. Or sorry, it cannot be removed overall. Why? Because it might have already been copied automatically. All right. Now let's go further, and I will also show you one more interesting thing. All right. Now I will teach you two things importantly under this email OSINT specifically, and then we can end this session. And you may have any doubts, so you can give it to me, and then we can sort this out. All right. I will show you two things over here. Very much important. LinkedIn to email, LinkedIn to email, and email to LinkedIn. Very, very much important. And not only that, LinkedIn to email or phone number. Now, this is a social media profiling, what we are trying to do overall. All right. Now, what if in case you are having someone's LinkedIn profile? Then what you can do? Now, that is something what we usually call under, I personally call it under corporate OSINT, but you can call it a personal level OSINT also, where I will be using two different softwares. Right now, I am showing only one, which is Signal Hire. What is the website name? Signalhire.com. All right. It gives you free 10 credits, every month. But guys, always remember, not recommended and not even emphasizing on that. Once the credits are over, another Gmail account, another free 10 credits. As simple as that. All right. So you don't ask me that, okay, sir, do I have to buy it? No. Create another Gmail, have another account. Create another Gmail, have another account. As simple as that. A lot of Indians have been doing similar sort of and stuff. We never buy things. Now, point is, it gives you free 10 credits every month. Now, understand this part. Signalhire.com is something which will give you the access of associated email IDs and the phone numbers to a LinkedIn ID. How you can do that? What you simply have to do, you have to go on signalhire.com. All right, signalhire.com. Over there, you may have to click and you may have to sign up on your account. You can also sign up with Google. You can also sign in with Google, whatever you would like to do. In this case, let me sign up with my Google account. Let's suppose this. Let's have a look. All right, I'm just signing up. All right, very simple. Once I sign up, I will be required to, okay. So now it will ask me to even give me an OTP and all. All right, let's have a try. Zero 081 690. All right, I click on submit. Right now, okay. Now I need to have to provide my Gmail, provide my phone number also. But don't worry. See, I have already created a Signalhire account, so let me even show you directly over there also. All right, let me just show you. Signalhire.com. Let me open my LinkedIn also, and then let me open my Chrome Web Store also. These three things which you require. On going on Chrome Web Store, once you have created an account on Signalhire, you will be having something like this. So I still have my 9 credits over here. Can you see? I am having my 9 credits over here. Now what I can do, Chrome Web Store, I can come over here and I can search for what I would say, Signalhire. All right, Signalhire. Once you click on Signalhire, it will show you an option of add to Chrome. Under your Chrome Web Store, it will show you an option of add to Chrome. In my case, it has been showing me remove from Chrome. Why? Because I have already added it. Available credits 9 by 10, right? That is why it has been showing me, remove from Chrome. Once you have done that, you come back to LinkedIn. All right, you come back to LinkedIn. Just a second. So sorry. Yeah. Okay. Right. Now over here, what we will be trying to do is, let's have a look. Yeah, you can also use temp mail also. That is also something that is fine. All right. Okay. Now, okay. Now have a look over here. Now tell me anyone's name, right? And any of the good profile which we can try to probably we can look onto, right? Yeah, these websites do have SSO, Anushri. They do have. Okay, tell me any of the profiles which you would like to check further. Any of the people, right? Jinka we can probably try to go further and we can have a look on that. Tell me. Navneet Sethi, who is it? Ranjit Saroj. Hai kaun ye log? Right? Tell me some famous name, guys. Any famous name, anyone? Shraddha Kadam. Okay, Shraddha Kadam, it's yours. Okay, we can also have on that also. Navneet Shetty also. Prashant Jain. Now, who is Prashant Jain? Prashant Jain seems to be like a big name also, right? There are a lot of Prashant. Okay, forget about this. How many of you know this guy? Aman Gupta. He's a boat founder, right? You at least would be knowing him. He's quite, oh, yeah, Virat Kohli is not on LinkedIn, of course, right? Yeah, Prateek Cyber, yeah, Rahul Tyagi sir, absolutely. But Rahul Tyagi sir, I do have a number, so it would not be fair to show. KL Rahul. Yeah, at least we need people who are on LinkedIn, right? Aman Gupta is quite famous, right? Anyone. So what I can do, I can look for Aman Gupta also, right? I click on Aman Gupta, right? Once I click on Aman Gupta, automatically my Signalhire will show me one over here. Why? All right. Because as soon as I click on this Signalhire account, I will be having his phone number associated. All of his phone numbers, all of his email IDs, and everything else. Now that is quite serious, and that is the issue. All right, overall. Now this is all completely open source intelligence. This is not something which I am teaching or which I only know. No, this is his actual phone number. Which if you don't believe me, you can probably give it a try. Very easily. You can just search over there. You can probably let me just show you. I click over here. I go and I check if in case this number is available on WhatsApp. And can I see the DP? And yeah, this is him, right? Now that is an issue with open source intelligence because it can actually showcase a lot of other things which can be serious. All right. It's a real phone number. Absolutely. Exactly what I do. Right. Exactly what I did overall. Right. Can we go it with Anupam Mittal? We can have a look. Signal higher. Can I show the reveal contacts? And then I'm having even his Facebook profiles, guys. Right. Yeah, I'm having his mobile number also. A lot more mobile numbers. These are absolutely verified and available on WhatsApp. That is an issue. All right. So this is an issue. No, no, this is not a LinkedIn bug. I am not saying this is, guys, understand, open source intelligence is not about bugs anymore. All right. It's not about the bugs. It's about, can I do it on Nitin Gadkari? Because that would be quite interesting, right? I will not do that anyways, but I just want to check if in case I'm able to get his number or not. Right, because it would be really fun because he has been the minister's no, have a look. So in his case, I'm not able to get a number. Why? Because probably that this profile or the number which he might be using is not associated with Nitin Gadkari itself. Right? He might be using, sir might be using someone else's mobile number or probably a government provided number or something like that, which probably, and also he only have two connections. If you closely observe, all of these people have their, it's all about public information. Absolutely. It's not something which like something where I can do or it is something which I have been presenting. Absolutely no. Alak Pandey, the very, very famous guy. I'm not sure if I am able to reveal his contact, but I believe so, that I will be able to do so. The point is that this is only one way of doing it. I have 10 more ways of getting it done. See, in his case, only the email ID has been provided, no email, no mobile number. But I am pretty sure if we try going deeper into this, I will be able to even have his phone number also by one way or other. But again, due to time constraint and due to what is legally I can teach you, I will be able to teach you that. And that is where I will now rest this lesson on open source intelligence. You being in a mystery that what all kind of possibilities are there to go and to check out this part, right? All of this part. This is quite very, very, very important. And this is what overall open source intelligence is all about. Can we find out family relations? In case of Mahesh Pasan, we were able to do that. Email ID, absolutely easily. Phone numbers, absolutely 110%. Location, not the GPS data, but from his reviews, I was able to identify, right? Education and work experience from his LinkedIn profile, 100%. Gender and age. If we do a couple of more OSINT, we will be able to do that. Likes and dislikes on the basis of his LinkedIn profile or on the basis of his Instagram profile or on the basis of his reviews which he might have posted, all of those part. Now device details, what I can do is exactly over here, right? Very simple, absolutely very simple. Of if you, so guys, understand, OSINT is something which is fun and which can be very, very much crucial or dangerous also. Now have a look. I will tell you one of the easiest method of OSINT which you feel that, oh shit, okay, this is also OSINT. I was never aware of that. I was doing OSINT since then, right? Let me tell you. Very simple. What is the first thing whenever you forget your password? What is the first thing? Sorry, whenever you don't remember your password, what you do? You click on forget your Gmail ID password, right? Forget your Gmail password, right? That is what we do. Fair enough. Now, what I can do? Let's do one thing. I click on new incognito window. I click on gmail.com. I go on, I enter forgot password, Mahesh Kumar Pasam, right? That was his email ID, if I am not mistaken, right? If I am not wrong, let's have a look. Mahesh Kumar Pasam, Mahesh Kumar dot Pasam, right? Now what I do is this part. So sorry. Yeah. Mahesh Kumar dot Pasam at gmail.com. All right. And now what I do, I click on next. Mahesh Kumar dot Pasam at gmail.com. I don't know. Try another way. Right? Enter your password, use your password, try another way. I click on try another way. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Try another way. Can I do that? Let's have a look. Okay, now I am having something. Confirm the phone number you provided in your security settings. Now I need to have his phone number also. But what can I do? If in case I am having this maheshkumar.pasam at gmail.com, right? So I can do one thing. Let's have a look. I'm trying to do just a very, very basic question. Let's have a look. Let's go on LinkedIn and let's search for Mahesh Pasam. Mahesh Kumar Pasam, this one. Fair enough, right? I go to signal higher and reveal contacts. If in case there are any mobile number associated, otherwise I may have to look into the database breaches. Then only, okay, have a look. Now I am even having the mobile number the Google has been asking me to enter. Can you see 950505757, right? And what it has been asking me to do? कि आप मुझे वो number बताओ, tell me the number which you have provided in your security settings, right? So what I can do, I can enter this mobile number, right? 57, and what I can do, I can click on next. As soon as I do that, it will send him an OTP. That is first part. Check your device. Pull down the notification and tap sign on in the notification. Probably this would be his device. I click on try another way. Don't worry. We click on try another way. From Google or try another way. Let's have a look. What all we are able to identify, right? And you don't provide info enough. More tips to, okay, all right. Try again. Next. Try another way. Enter your password. Try another way. I don't know my password. The point is that what I am trying to identify is that if I, okay, see, now there is another one number more which he might have uploaded in the security settings also, which is ending with 01, right? So that is what I am saying, that if in case it would have also been possible that it would have shown me, okay, now for an example, let me show you over here. See this, DIPANSHU PARASHAR 12 at gmail.com. I click on next. No, I don't know. Cancel. Cancel. Try another way. Try another way. I just want to show you something. Now, this is one of my number also probably available, right? That is one thing. Try another way. Two-step verification. No, I don't have it. Try another way to sign in. Okay. All right. So probably Google have not been right now throwing me what I am looking forward to do. But my objective to tell you or inform you is basically that at certain times it also happens that where, yeah, alert email would be sent, alert event would be sent, but the point is that you will be able to even identify sometimes what you do, that you receive such kind of notification that a code has been sent to your Redmi device, a code has been sent to your Apple device. Over there you will be even able to identify all of this information also, right? Like what kind of device he might have been using. All right, so that is what have been going on over here. That's what I was trying to show you, right? That can also happen, right? All right, now all right guys, that is all majorly, because we have covered a lot of things. Although honestly, now let me tell you one more interesting thing. Finally, whatever we covered is hardly less than 5% of overall OSINT what is existing in the market. All right, hardly 5%. That is not even something what usually we even talk about. All right, it's hardly 5%. But right now what we have done, there are a lot of things, guys, lot of things. Rushi, location, there are multiple different ways of doing it. The session can go for actually honestly for days, if in case we go further. All right, whatever we have covered so far is hardly 5%. There are a lot of information available which we can try. There are illegal, there are legal, there are gray hat areas where usually this all information can go further, right? But all right, right, so that is all majorly what we will be ending today's lesson with. My LinkedIn ID you already know, and I have been also quite available and quite active on Instagram also, if in just in case you guys have been looking forward to do so. So I'm available over there with the Panshu_Parashar. I do keep sharing up a couple of information. This would be my LinkedIn probably, right? And then I would be having my Instagram also associated somewhere there itself. Instagram किधर होता है? Although I'm not quite active over there, LinkedIn is where you can find me quite active. But you can contact me via either of these channels. All right, yeah, this one. So you would be able to contact me upfront over there. I do, but please don't call me anytime just because that you want to spy on someone or just because you have lost your phone, because I don't do that. All right, please understand that. Right, so that is something what you can look forward for. All right, guys, it's still shame that if you are asking me for my contact number, because now you know how to fetch it, right? So that is exactly what we have tried teaching you overall. All right, so yeah, that is all majorly I feel that. And related to from where resources what you can look forward to, Next part, I believe that CSI India team may let you know over everything else. That for today, I was here for, and that is all majorly what I am looking forward for. And now let me know, and let me just stop my screen sharing. Just a second. Uh, share. Stop share. All right. That is all, guys. So thank you so much. That is all majorly what I was trying to talk about. Uh, okay. All right. CSI India team, Pratmesh, Varsha, Prachi. That is all. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dipanshu sir, for such an amazing session. Everybody loved your session so much.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Have a very good day and keep doing OSINT. Keep having fun. Cybersecurity is a very interesting field. Ensure if you are interested, do make a career out of it. Thank you. All right. Take care.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And everyone, Dipanshu sir is the founder and CEO of Virtual Cyber Labs. Virtual Lab is a cybersecurity company with different courses and certifications. Please do check them out. So while you all are doing the quiz, I want to quickly talk about the assignments you all have submitted. Some of you have done really amazing work, but our team noticed that a few assignments were copied from friends or some were even generated using AI. Please remember that this is considered as unfair means, and if found cheating, both the candidates can be marked ineligible for the certification. These assignments are for your learning, so take them seriously. And also, as already mentioned, you need to complete at least 3 assignments out of 4 to be eligible for the certification, and the deadlines are fixed. Deadlines cannot be changed. Do not miss them. And one more important note, do not message the admins regarding the extensions of the assignments or quizzes. Deadlines will not change. You all can attempt the quiz using the QR and the link in the chat. And after you complete the quiz, I request you all to share your feedback about the session. It really helps our team to improve. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. It was really a great experience. Please fill the quiz by 9:15 Indian Standard Time. We are closing the session now. Thank you so much.